Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Gary Hibner, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at ikmultimedia's ToneX software. Now if you don't know ToneX, it's an ecosystem that's been developed by ikmultimedia where it uses machine learning to capture and model real amps. And then in the software you can play back these profiles or even use their device like the ToneX pedal to play it in a live setting. Now first off, I'd like to thank ikmultimedia for sending me these devices. You've got the ToneX capture that allows you to capture your actual gear, and then there's the ToneX software, and then you've got the ToneX pedal. So with the ToneX pedal there's 150 preset slots here where you can load up any captures or models that you want to use in a live setting. Now what I really like about the pedal is that it's very compact, it fits really nice and easily on a pedal board, and as well the price is very competitive if you compare it to other modelers on the market. But what I want to get to in this video is what ToneX sounds like with super low tunings. For the playthrough, I'm going to be using my custom 7-string 28-inch baritone, and I've got it in quite a weird tuning. The first 6-string is tuned to drop A, and then with this low 7-string, I've got this down to D1. So we've really got some low stuff over here. Now, like I said, I have been using ToneX for a couple of months. If you don't know, I'm actually a Groove3 instructor. So Groove3 is a great platform for audio and music production tutorials. And on there, I've actually done 2 tutorials, one on the ToneX software and another on the ToneX pedal. I'll leave some links to those in the description. So let's check what it sounds like within a full mix, and then we'll dive into the software. So that's the playthrough. Now let's jump into the software and see what it sounds like and what models and captures I used. So I've got some 2 clean guitars in the beginning over here, and if I open up ToneX, over here you can see the tone models that are being used. I'm using this tone model over here that's called a Blink of the States, which is replicating the amp tone that the guys from Blink use, which is a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier going into a Mesa Recto traditional cab. But I've actually swapped out the cab. So over here you can see you've got your amp head models that you can select from the different tone models, and over here are the different cabs. I've just switched out for another cab. So you can see with this cab over here, I'm actually using a sort of a Fender super reverb cab. So I'm going for a clean tone here. I'm not using the dual rectifier in a traditional high gain sense. I'm using it for a clean tone. And then up here as well, you've got a noise gate you can add. I've got some post compression, and then I've added some reverb. And it sounds like this. Now let's check out the high gain guitars. So I've got 2 high gain guitars over here. What I want to do is just bypass any post-processing I've done. So I'm just showing you the raw tones, and then I'll show you the post-processing that I've applied as well. So I've got 2 guitars here. On the first guitar over here, I'm using the tone model, the Hot Educator, which is based off a PV5150. It's also using a PV5150 cab, but instead of using this cab, I'm using the VIR, which is the volumetric impulse response technology that ikmultimedia have in ToneX. So with this, it's a 4x12 using greenbacks. And then if you go over here, this is the VIR technology where they've used multi-mics to capture a cabinet. So you've got a lot of control of how you want to place those mics on that cab to change the tonality of it. And then for the second guitar over here, I'm using the super shredding tone model, which is based off a Soldano SLO100. And as well, I've used that same VIR cab over here. So let me play you what they sound like before I've added any post-processing. Now let's hear the guitars in isolation. This is the 5150 soloed. And now here is the Soldano in isolation. So what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to get these presets, if you want to load them up in ToneX or load them up on your ToneX pedal as well. To get the presets, you can just go to my website, which is garyhibner.com. Then you can click over to the store, and then over here is the presets that you can download. So they are free, so you just click them to add them to your cart, and then you can check out, and then you'll get a download folder which includes those presets, so you can load them up on your side in the ToneX app or on your ToneX pedal. And then for the post-processing, I've just done some things that I usually always do to get my guitars to sit nicely in the mix. So I've got some slight compression over here. Then I'm going into an EQ where I'm just getting rid of any resonant frequencies. And then I've got an SSL style EQ where I've done a slight boost at about 113 Hertz, taken a bit out at 1 kilohertz, and it sounds like this now. And now let's hear it with the full mix. So there you go, that is what ToneX sounds like with some super low tunings. Now what I really like about ToneX is that you got these captures of actual amps. So if I want to get an actual capture of a 5150, I can grab that. If I want El Soldano, I can grab that. If I want a Fender Twin Reverb, I can grab that. So it's not an emulation like some of your other amp sims, it's an actual capture or profile, which is very similar to like a Kemper where you're using the hardware device to capture an actual piece of gear, but instead ikmultimedia have developed it where you can use a software version to play back profiles and captures of real amps and real gear. And you can also capture stomp boxes, which is also really cool. Now I just want to focus a bit on the pedal because it really is an amazing piece of design. As you can see, it's very easy to tweak the parameters. I just want to change the gain, the bass, the mid, the treble. Over here, I can switch to different presets. And in each bank over here, I've got 3 different presets that I can switch to. And then over here, I can switch to alternate parameters. Maybe I want to add a bit of reverb. I want to adjust the gate, add some presence, or add some depth. So it's just very easy to jump right into this pedal and adjust the presets that you've already set up on it. So that's it for ToneX. I really like the system. What I like about it is it's a capture of a real amp, not an emulation. And with the software, you can play through tons and tons of different models, and then you can take these models and load them onto the ToneX pedal and take them with you to a live setup, to a gig or whatever, and have all those brilliant tones with you right on your pedal board. And even better, you can make use of ToneNet, which is a user sharing community where users are sharing their profiles and captures of gear, and then you can pull those down into ToneX or even onto your ToneX pedal and use tons and tons of different models. So it really is limitless to what you can do with this pedal and the gear that's out there. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to do a playthrough so you could hear what ToneX is, what it sounds like with low tuned guitars, and then what it sounds like within a mix and what you can do with the software. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to click on that notification bell to be notified of future videos. Also, if you want to support me and this channel in other ways, I've also got some of my own music that I've uploaded to Bandcamp. I'll leave some links in the description below so you can check out some of my music. I've also got a Patreon account where you get extra benefits if you subscribe to the different tiers there. For example, there's some behind the scenes and early access to videos. I've also got a private Discord server, so if you want to geek out on all things low tuning, high gain, and all that type of stuff, I'll leave a link in the description to that private Discord server, and I can join you there, and we can chat about all those type of things. So that's it for this video. I'll check you in the next one.